Yo, YouTube, today's video, we're going to be giving you guys an Erling Haaland player review. Going to be going through all his stats, going through some gameplay, highlighting his strengths, his weaknesses, everything you need to know if you guys are looking to invest in this player or you've packed him, whatever the situation may be. Let's get right into it. Coming in at 6'5", mostly lengthy, 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot, left-footed. His base card coming at 91 rated, extremely high. And when you look at his card on the surface, you can tell it's a great card. I actually managed to pack this guy untradeable. I was super excited to try him out, and he didn't perform the way I wanted, but we'll get through that in a second. Let's just go through his base card and talk about what we need to in terms of his base stats. 88 pace here, 92 shot, 70 passing, 81 dribbling, 45 defending, and 88 physicality. As a striker, you have everything you want here. You have high pace, you have excellent shooting, okay dribbling, great physicality. So you're thinking, okay, this guy's going to be a bit of a beast. 6'5" as well, you're expecting a lot. However, he didn't perform the way I wanted to. Again, we'll go through that in the gameplay and kind of highlight why, and maybe things I did differently and things you guys could avoid that I probably did, where I think he could perform a bit better. Going through his play styles here, scoring wise, he has the power shot, which is definitely a good thing for him. You know, you get him at a distance, the power shot's going to be great. And he also has the power header. Now, I think this is where I could have used him a bit more as an aerial threat. I think 6'5", having the power header as well, I definitely should have used him more as an aerial threat. And to be fair, he did score a few headers for me, so I could definitely tell that power header was quite useful. Then we go through to his defending. He does have bruiser as well. Again, this is not really relevant, but you know, he could just go and it kind of accolades with his strength, you know, having the with his tackles a bit stronger, but don't think you need that as a striker. Then he has press proven, keep close control of the ball while dribbling at jog speed and can shield the ball more effectively. So again, for me, this main thing that really felt for me was the shielding with his strength, with the press proven. All of these kind of attributes went towards his strength, which was his physicality. And then his best kind of play style for him, which is the acrobatic plus, performs volleys with significant accuracy and has access to unique acrobatic volley. What this basically means is he just does a lot of fancy shit. The guy was doing bicycle kicks and stuff like that, quite a lot for me, and not a bad thing to have for sure. Then we go through, and this is where it gets interesting. He has a poacher plus plus. For me, my favorite playstyle is the poacher plus plus. The only thing is, and I've actually said this in other play reviews, I feel like someone like Haaland, for me, I would have probably preferred him having the false 9 plus plus. Why? Because he could be my target man. He could be somebody that's a bit bigger, bit more annoying to deal with, comes in deep, holds the ball strong for me, and I feel like I could have used him a little bit more beneficial there. A few weaknesses is his skill moves and his weak foot coming in at 3-star for both. But let's get right into the gameplay. But before we do, we're just gonna have a quick look at his, you know, his in-game deep stats, things to look out for. So in terms of his pace, 80 pace here. The acceleration, for you guys that don't know, what that means is how long does it take him to get to his base sprint speed? So if you have high acceleration, like high 90s, as soon as you press a sprint button, he will be at his fast speed, essentially. So acceleration comes in a little bit lower, 80, so that means it takes him a little bit to get to his sprint speed of 94, but once he's running, he gets to a fairly decent speed, especially for someone his size. He does get to a good speed. Then you have his shot, and his shot unbelievable. And this is where I think I should have been a bit smarter. I actually gave him a hunter when I was playing with him. You can see he's actually got a hunter right now. The thing is, you don't need a hunter when someone's got 96 finishing. I feel like it's a bit of an overkill, and I think that's something I need to change. Instead of going for a hunter, maybe giving him something with dribbling, I think you could benefit. So that's one thing I would say, is maybe change the chemistry style, because his finishing was unbelievable, to be fair. Really good finishing. Passing was okay, nothing crazy, nothing to scream about. Just an average passer, I would say. Did okay, but again, for me, for my 1-2s, he did okay, to be fair. Even though he has okay passing, he did better than I expected with his fairly low stats there. Dribbling, for me, the biggest weakness, the worst stat, was his balance. And this is what I mean. If you can apply a chemistry style to up that balance, I think you have more success than I did. His balance was terrible. You couldn't use him for those close touch dribbling. You couldn't use him for those close scenarios where you want him to like finesse past 3 or 4 defenders. He just wasn't that type of player. Let's get through some gameplay. Oh wait, sorry, his strength, his physicality. Oh my god, this guy can move, bro. 92 jumping at 6'5", and this is what I mean. Like, looking at his card back after not using him for a while now, like, I should have used him as a different player. I should have used him at that back post, getting in behind, just being a really, really annoying striker in the aerial threat, you know, being strong, holding up the ball. I think I definitely could have used him differently. So let's go through some gameplay and show you where he did, you know, where he did well and things I think he could have done slightly better at. So starting off on the first clip here, you're going to see, and this is what I mean by his strength, like, the first clip you're seeing here, look, he turns in, he gets a little bit of space here, and from here, look, you can see I've got about 3 bars of power into the right corner, and he's just stuff like that. And that's in foot champs as well. Like, these are a lot of these games are foot champs. He was unbelievable in certain scenarios, and like in and around the box, the man just wasn't missing. It's just getting through, getting to those areas where I struggled slightly. As always in highlights, you're going to see the best of the best, but there definitely was mistakes in his game, and right there we do see the header, so let's go through that. But even in this situation here, I want you guys to look at his strength here. Look what he does. When he gets the ball, he turns into space. I have no problems with him. Right there, you see, he gets in behind, he's absolutely strong and physical. It's just right here. If I can get past this man, like if you can get that speed dribble past that man, then I think you have a lot of success with him. For me, the big problem I had was when there was a deep line, when there was a block of defense, I couldn't get through them using his dribbling, and that's where the issue started to be kind of transparent for me. But again, you're seeing it right here. Look at that power header. Definitely a useful stat there. Once again, he goes through, and I ended up bringing him on as a substitute late in my game, and he really made the difference for me. His hold-up play was excellent. I think I was a bit harsh on him in terms of like when I did use him, there were certain times where he just felt very clunky for me. But the more I improved at the game, I think, okay, maybe I can use him a bit different, and I feel like he was starting to improve for me. So if you guys need more agile small strikers that, you know, just get in behind and do a job, I don't think he's going to be for you. To show you how dramatic I was personally, I had a team of Griezmann and Haaland up front. You're seeing it in the gameplay now. I actually took off Haaland and I decided to use Correa instead because he was a bit more meta for me, and it honestly felt a little bit better. So it really just depends on your playstyle. For me, I don't think I was able to get the best out of Haaland. It wasn't that he was a bad player, I just don't think for me I was able to get the best out of him. So it's just one of those things. But you're seeing it right here. This is a perfect example of the strength of Haaland. When you do get him in behind, when he is sprinting like right now with words, okay, there's no point playing the ball now. I'm going to wait. As soon as I see Haaland make that turn, right, as soon as I see that run open and I do a through ball in like that, like right there, I would expect him to score 9 out of 10 times. Unfortunately, he hits the post there, but he does have that powerful run. And when he gets in behind, you can see right now with the strength, he goes through and he is an absolute clinical force when it comes to that goal. When it comes to inside the box, he's in mate. And you're seeing it there with the bicycle kick. He's definitely a great card. And right there, once again, beautiful through ball. And look at that, within 3 minutes, he gets the ball at the back of the net. I think he's around 150k now. So my judgment has changed on him slightly. When I did pack him and get him, he was around the 400,000 coin mark. I believe like 350k around that area. So I was looking at this card as someone that's going to take me all the way and really be amazing for me. And then I bought Sophia Smith. He was around 250,000 coins at the time. And I was like, you know what, like, yes, his Haaland card is good, but he's not as good as Smith. And that's where I think I got in my own head a little bit and thought this card is good, but it's not worth the price. And I still stand by that. However, now coming at 150,000 coins, I think if you're looking for a Premier League team, looking for someone to lead that line, I definitely think Haaland could be that player. He's fast, he's strong, insane shot, but just try to play to his strengths. Don't do what I did at the start, which was use him for his dribbling and like right there, like I know I get through, but that wasn't working too consistently for me. Like using his dribbling just really wasn't working. And you're seeing it with all his shots there. He's very one-dimensional in terms of his actual shot. He can mainly score only with his left foot and obviously his headers and stuff, but I didn't really use his right foot. And for me personally, I like having a striker. Like I've got who do I have? I think Morgan and Sophia Smith, right? Both of them 5-star weak foot. For me, that's a big strength. 4-star skill moves as well wasn't on his card. He's a 3-star skill move. So you're definitely going to have to tailor your experience. If you guys don't mind using someone a bit more physicality, can get in behind, make those runs, you're just going to do simple skill moves, right? Like the ball roll, little simple stuff like that. What you just saw there, he's excellent for this type of stuff. The hold-up play you get with him, really good stuff. There were people that were absolutely frying me in Division 2 with Haaland, so it really depends on your play style. But look what he does here. He takes the ball, nice through ball into Griezmann, and he gets the ball in the back of the net. So he's excellent for the link-up play in scenarios like that. And you see right there, when he has the ball in the net, he doesn't really miss. He really doesn't. His shot is excellent. I have to give it to him. His shot is great. And yeah, overall, a good card. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Maybe a little bit harsh there. Maybe a little bit harsh giving him an 8 out of 10, but I think there's so many other strikers I've used that are very good, and they're like a quarter of the price. And I just think coming in at 150,000 coins, it's a very niche type of player. He's not the most meta player in my opinion, and I think his stats are a little bit deceiving. I think he's a good card, but his stats look better than he played in game, if that makes sense. So again, you're seeing highlights here, right? So you're seeing goals and goals, but I definitely got frustrated with his card. The way I was playing, I was getting frustrated, and there was a reason why I dropped him. So take of that what you will, but YouTube, hope you guys enjoyed the video and the player review. Let me know who you want to see next time, and I'll make sure to get a review for that player down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.